The next time you find yourself at the grocery store or hanging out with a group of friends, take a moment to observe your surroundings. Chances are, you'll spot the nice guy. He might even be staring back at you when you look in the mirror. But fear not, because this video offers a comprehensive and practical guide on how to transition from being a nice guy to becoming an alpha male who exudes confidence. Many guys believe that being an alpha is solely a genetic thing you must be born with, but that's like saying you must be naturally gifted to be good at sports. Listen, while it's true that some guys are naturally more inclined to be an alpha due to their upbringing, just like some guys are naturally better at gaining muscle or playing basketball, it doesn't mean being an alpha is solely determined by genetics, or that you can't become a more dominant version of yourself. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The truth is, anyone can improve with the right mindset and effort. So don't buy into the myth that you're stuck being the nice guy. And although there will always be a guy who's more alpha, better looking, or wealthier than you, that should never deter you from striving to become the best version of yourself and shedding the nice guy persona. The reality is that many men unknowingly fall into the nice guy category. The core belief shared by all nice guys is the idea that if they are nice to everyone, the universe will reward them with what they desire. However, we all know that the real world operates quite differently. In fact, the nicer you are, the more people tend to take advantage of you. This doesn't mean you have to be a jerk to attract women, although this archetype has had some success throughout history. In psychology, there's a concept known as compensation, where you go to one extreme to avoid the other. When transitioning from a nice guy or beta male to an alpha, many guys make the mistake of overcompensating, going from being a pushover to a complete jerk. Striking a balance is essential for a fulfilling life. The stereotypical nice guy can be found everywhere. From the guy bagging your groceries to the cashier at your local gas station, he could be anyone. Nice guys and beta males are remarkably common, and many carry these traits well into their 40s and 50s without realizing what's wrong. The most defining trait of every nice guy is the constant need for approval. They seek validation from everyone they encounter in their lives. At their core, almost everything a nice guy does is driven by the desire to gain validation from others. The second defining trait of the nice guy is their need to fix everything, even when nobody asks for their help. They see themselves as the eternal problem solver, always ready to swoop in and save the day, even when their assistance is unwanted or unneeded. This need to fix everything stems from the nice guy's desire to gain validation and approval from others. They believe that by being the hero who solves everyone's problems, they'll be appreciated, liked, and respected. However, this approach often backfires, as people may perceive it as intrusive and suffocating. The third defining trait of the nice guy is their strong desire to avoid conflict. Nice guys will go to great lengths to avoid any form of disagreement or confrontation, even if it comes at their own expense. This fear of conflict is deeply ingrained in their behavior and often leads to problems in their personal and professional lives. In relationships, nice guys will often suppress their own needs, desires, and opinions to prevent arguments or disagreements with their partner. They may go along with decisions they don't agree with, or they might keep their feelings bottled up to maintain a sense of harmony. While the intention behind avoiding conflict may be to keep the relationship peaceful, it can ultimately result in resentment, as unexpressed emotions and unmet needs accumulate over time. In the workplace, nice guys are often hesitant to voice their concerns, ideas, or objections. They may fear that expressing their opinions will lead to conflicts with colleagues or superiors, so they keep their thoughts to themselves. This can hinder their professional growth and prevent them from making valuable contributions to their teams and organizations. Another trait of the nice guy is their tendency to hide their flaws and mistakes, believing that by presenting a facade of perfection, they will be more appealing to others. They go to great lengths to maintain an image of flawlessness, which often involves concealing their imperfections. This behavior is driven by the nice guy's desire for external validation and the fear of being judged or rejected. Suppressing feelings is another common trait among nice guys. They often believe that displaying emotions or expressing their needs and desires openly is a sign of weakness. They fear that doing so will lead to conflict or disapproval, so they keep their feelings bottled up. Do not misunderstand it. This is not about being vulnerable with women. There's a huge difference between expressing your needs and desires as a man and seeking emotional support from your woman like a little worm. Additionally, nice guys tend to relate more comfortably to women than men. They often become confidants for women, offering insights into other men's behavior. Let's take Bob the nice guy as an example. Bob is the guy sitting at the restaurant table with 3 women, engaged in conversations about other men. He's the kind of guy women turn to when they're trying to figure out if Billy is a player. When asked, Bob will assert that Billy is a player. He'll also comment on Billy's apparent lack of understanding of how to treat women and express the belief that these women would be better off if only they could find a kind and considerate guy like himself. Many nice guys exhibit behaviors that unknowingly make them come across as needy. Constantly checking in with their girlfriend, relying on her for emotional support, and making their own happiness dependent on their partner's state of mind are typical examples. The most common phrase you'll hear from a nice guy is, "What's wrong with being nice?" Listen, while there's nothing inherently wrong with being nice to people, the issue lies in the motivation behind it. Unlike nice guys, alpha males are not nice to others solely for the sake of seeking validation. Their kindness and consideration come from a place of authenticity, rather than a desire for external approval. Now, it's easy to get frustrated with the alpha who speaks his mind at the risk of insulting someone. But consider this. Who would you prefer as a friend? The alpha who can come across as blunt but honest, or the nice guy who tends to be dishonest because he's trying to avoid conflict? The truth is, since the nice guy doesn't want to rock the boat or upset anyone, he often ends up being dishonest, secretive, manipulative, controlling, and passive-aggressive without even realizing it. So now that we've broken down all the traits of the nice guy, it's time to crush this belief system and adopt the core beliefs of the alpha. So who exactly is the alpha, and what makes him superior to the nice guy? The defining trait of the alpha is their strong sense of self. They know their strengths and weaknesses through experience, and have no problem accepting their flaws. This self-awareness gives them remarkable inner strength, as they are not plagued by self-doubt or a constant need for external validation. The second trait is integrity. The alpha lives by a code of integrity. They prioritize doing what's right, even when it goes against societal norms or the wishes of their loved ones. Their decisions are rooted in their own moral compass and principles, and they don't compromise their values to please others or conform to social expectations. This unwavering commitment to integrity sets them apart as men of character. Third is prioritizing personal needs. One of the fundamental differences between the alpha and the nice guy is their approach to personal needs. Alphas understand the importance of taking care of themselves first, before catering to the needs of others. They prioritize personal growth, career advancement, and overall well-being. By ensuring their own needs are met, they become better equipped to support and care for others in their lives. Another essential trait of the alpha is their ability to express their feelings and articulate their thoughts in a clear and direct manner. They are not afraid to communicate openly and honestly, even at the expense of being judged by others. This clear communication fosters understanding, trust, and healthier relationships, both personally and professionally. Next is their leadership and provisioning capabilities. The alpha takes on the role of a leader in various aspects of their life. Whether it's within their family, at work, or in their relationships, they assume the responsibility of guiding and providing for their loved ones. Their leadership is not based on dominance, but rather on a genuine desire to support and empower those around them. And last but not least, what truly sets the alpha apart from the nice guy is their firm boundaries and willingness to handle conflict. They understand that setting boundaries is crucial for self-preservation and maintaining healthy relationships. When conflicts arise, they confront them head-on, seeking resolutions rather than avoiding or suppressing issues. So now that we know the difference between the nice guy and the alpha, how do we actually leave the nice guy behind and transition to the alpha? Listen. To transition from the nice guy to the alpha, you must not only change how you view yourself but also your perspective on the world. In most cases, it's simply about understanding and embracing your role as a man. In fact, the overwhelming majority of nice guy behaviors and beliefs can be rectified by fully embracing what it means to be a man. Here's a simple yet powerful tip to begin your journey toward becoming an alpha. Whenever you're engaging with someone or taking action, pause and reflect on why you're doing it. For instance, if you're consistently too nice to everyone at work or school, you might be doing it to fit in. Maybe you're always covering for others, even when they've never reciprocated. To unleash the alpha within, you must eliminate the traits that make you a nice guy. There's no way around it. For instance, nice guys usually keep their emotions bottled up because they're afraid of conflict. To eliminate this trait, Stop suppressing your emotions. Instead, speak up when something is bothering you. Remember, balance is key here, and you should never go from one extreme to the other. For example, the opposite extreme of keeping your emotions bottled up is acting like an angry gorilla. The alpha doesn't go to either extreme. He doesn't suppress his emotions like the nice guy, but also doesn't become an uncontrollable, anger-fueled mess. Now consider this scenario. An alpha might pay for a vacation to a tropical island with his girlfriend because he makes plenty of money and just wants to relax and spend quality time together. On the other hand, the nice guy might take his girlfriend on the same vacation, but the crucial distinction lies in the motive behind the vacation. You see, the alpha pays for the vacation because it's easy for him and he wants to have fun, but the nice guy pays for the vacation because he is expecting validation from his girlfriend, her friends, or even family members. The nice guy gives to be validated and accepted by others, while the alpha male gives with no strings attached. The nice guy believes that being nice to everyone will lead to a perfect, smooth, and conflict-free life. However, the reality is quite the opposite. Listen, it's crucial to recognize that nobody, regardless of their persona, is immune to imperfection or the unpredictability of life. It's an ever-evolving journey filled with challenges and tests that can either hold you back or propel you forward. The key lies in your approach and how you respond to these challenges. If you choose to embrace them, confront them, and learn from them, you will undoubtedly become a better man. Remember, if you don't embrace the lows in life, you can never truly enjoy the highs. If you're currently a nice guy looking to become an alpha, take pride in knowing where you've been because it will make each step of your journey all the more rewarding. With that said, don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.